So let's say you want to send someone this message and you want it to be secret. When in the course of Freedom Advance, this system here, you both agree on this key. You both know this key before you send them the message. So this is how to encode it. You write out your message when in the course of human events. Then you finish off your message with Steam. That lets them know, hey, Steam is going to be the next key. So when they write back to you, you're going to know, oh, the first thing I write above the message they send me, it's going to be Steam. But when they get your secret message, what they're going to write, they get your message. This is actually an H. Sorry about that. I messed up earlier. This is an H, okay? They get your message in. And they know, hey, this looks like secret, but I already know what I'm going to write above it. I'm going to write lock. Then they're going to decode the message using the key. And the cool thing about this system, which I've devised, which it comes from this, which you don't actually need to write out this. You can see here how the alphabet goes this way and goes this way, and then each letter has a number. Right? See how there's numbers for each letter, and this is what it's called here. Now this here, see how each letter has a number, and now letter A has 0 and 26. So what you're going to do is, let's say, let's decode this. Right? Let's say you get this message here. Message is HVGXMKALSK. Well, you already know what the key is. So this is what they're going to do, because this is what you sent them. So they're going to go LOCKE. Then what you do is, let's say, you go H, you go this minus this, see? H minus L. Well, H minus L, that's where this comes in, right? You might want to pause the video and look at that. H minus L, see how it's H minus L? 7 minus 11. Where did I get that from? If you go back over here, okay, H minus L, you can see, hey, H is 7, L is 11. So H minus L is actually 7 minus 11. Now, we can see 7 minus 11. Well, you take 7 away from 11, you get 4. It's actually negative 4. Okay, 7 minus 11, negative 4. Which, if you're, normally you can't take away something from something that doesn't exist, right? So if you have 0 subtracting 4, this is called something you do in algebra. So you might as well get used to this. 0 minus 4 is, we just say, hey, we know you can't take something away from something that doesn't exist, but we just say negative 4, right? Minus 4. Now minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. But this negative 4 here, we can take, see, negative 4. And remember, we're trying to turn this into a message. So how do we turn minus 4 into a message? Well, we subtract this from 26, which is A. Okay? So 26 minus 4, we know that's 22. 22 is correlated with W. Alright? So that's where we get our W from, which is right here. Okay? And this ends up, if you do it when? Haha. So we get the W. So they sent us a secret message, and we're getting what King George we don't want King George to know here, okay? When in the course of human events. That's because this is the proposed Declaration of Independence. We don't want him to know that. So what happens when we get here? This is the system that I came up with. When okay, so the message here, when, actually becomes the key. So we've decoded this far, so we can actually go here and write this above. Okay. And we can continue to decode with what we've actually written. Does that make sense? Any questions?